Hello everybody and welcome to part one of my 4-part mini series. In this one I'm going to just sit and talk about how after traveling and you come back, or for me anyway, how home doesn't 100% feel like home anymore. So I have been traveling now, I've been traveling since November 2022. But this last time I pop back to the UK every now and again. But this last time I've come back, it was the first time I'd come back in a year and a half. And I was so excited to see my children and my grandchildren and give them a massive, great big cuddle. So once all of the excitement and everything had kind of subsided a little bit, I think the best way for me to explain it is I felt like there was a little disconnect in me. Now, I don't know whether that's because I don't own my own home. I never have done. I used to rent. So when I went off traveling, I handed the keys back to my rental apartment here in the UK. So my bolt hole here in the UK, I suppose, is like going back home to live with your parents a little bit. Although I'm actually not staying with my parents, I'm staying with my friends because, as you know, my parents love to travel. I wonder where I got it from. But yeah, I think sometimes when I was away, I felt like a little bit like I was missing out. Like birthdays, Christmases, things like that. But in reality, you're away. Life kind of goes on. People get up in the morning, they go to work, they come home, they take the children to school. Nothing has changed. And I think maybe that's what I'm struggling to come to terms with a little bit, because it's not necessarily what has changed back home, but I think that it's me that's changed. Yeah, I have definitely changed as a person. I have become calmer, definitely less stressed, just generally more chilled out. To me, a nice relaxing afternoon is taking a walk down by the river, sitting and people watching. When I landed back in Gatwick, it definitely hit me with a bit of a culture shock. It was the hustle, the bustle. I hadn't heard voices raised in frustration or anger, since I left, and it was definitely a readjustment when I first landed back. In Asia, I think people are slightly more softly spoken, and over the time that I'd been away, I definitely had become used to that. And to be fair, I think it rattled me a lot more than I was expecting it to. I had pre-booked my train ticket to get from the train station at Gatwick up further towards my son so that he could come and pick me up from there rather than driving down into London or the outskirts of London. So what I did is, because I wasn't quite sure whether my flight was going to be delayed, I gave myself a 2-hour buffer, which in theory sounds great, but this is me we're talking about. And I forgot that I miscalculated the time difference. So instead of a 2-hour wait, I actually had a 4-hour wait. So I went to there was a guy stood on the gate as you scanned your ticket to go through, and I explained what had happened. And he was just very blunt, very to the point. No, if you want to come through early, you have to go over there, you have to queue up, you have to book a new ticket for £70 UK pounds, and then you can come through early, even though I had a ticket. So I just sat there on the floor next to him with all my bags, looking a bit like, oh, let me through. Yeah, I just sat there and waited for 4 hours. I think he made me wait for 3 hours and 40 minutes. He let me through a little early, but by then the next train was the one I was booked on anyway. But yeah, I had forgotten. Whereas in Asia, I think that they're always there. No problem, no problem. We'll find a solution for you. It's okay, it's okay. You come with me. I'll sort it out. Whereas back in the UK, these are the rules and these are the ones that we're sticking to because this is what we've been told to. So yeah, rules is rules. So yeah, I just think that the rules are enforced a lot more back here in the UK than in Asia. It's a lot more, let's go with the flow, let's work out a solution. And I think that maybe that's some of it as to why I'm feeling slightly disconnected. I'd been in this laid back culture that no problem. And I come back here and it's like everything's a problem. It is a very strange thing. Have you ever felt like that? Just let me know down in the description if you have, if you've ever been traveling and you've come back and you've gone, wow, culture shock coming home more so than actually traveling out to a different place or a different culture. I definitely found that. Yeah, I used to think, as I said, I used to think that home was a postcode or a zip code, and now home is where I am. What do they say? Home is where you lay your hat, or home is where your heart is. Have you ever felt any of these? Let me know down in the description. If you haven't liked, subscribed, hit that little bell. Now's a really good time to do it. Coming up in the next video, I have been asked on multiple occasions how I deal with the heat while I'm away traveling. So we will touch on that. We will touch on, obviously I'm a lady of a certain age and my internal thermometer is all over the place as well. So menopause, weight gain, all the exciting different things. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and I will see you in the next one. Bye.